Well, hello, my friend, and welcome to this week's episode of the Unstoppably Creative podcast, where I am breaking down for you the 5 most common phrases you are saying that are keeping you stuck. Stay with me. Well, I'm so glad you've decided to join me today. I'm Leslie Becker, Broadway actress turned business coach, and I'm so excited to share with you today the 5 phrases that I think are the most common that are keeping us stuck in our lives. And I am going to jump right in because I know you want to know what they are. All right, the first phrase that we often say that is keeping us stuck is, I'm trying to blank. I'm trying to lose weight. I'm trying to scale my business. I'm trying to get better at tennis. Well, here's the thing about saying I'm trying. It means that you're not really doing it because there's really no such thing as trying. You're either doing it or you're not doing it. Now, here's the funny thing. I did look up the definition of trying, and here's what it says. It says something hard or annoying, something you have to endure. Well, that doesn't sound like any fun. So if you are putting this word, I'm trying to do this, it just means you're going to have heartache and challenge and tough, annoying stuff that you have to do. But instead, I want you to shift your brain into a new mode. I want you to instead say, I'm working on losing weight. I'm working on scaling my business. I'm working on getting better at tennis. And here's what this does. It not only tells your brain that you are in motion doing it, but it also puts you in action. Am I actually working on it, or am I just trying? Did I eat those 2 cupcakes last night instead of saying no to them? That's trying to lose weight. But if you're working on losing weight, you're committed to that, it means you're probably not going to have those 2 cupcakes if you are truly working on losing weight. So by simply changing the word trying to working on, it will absolutely change the dynamic of what you are doing. So the second phrase that you might be saying that is keeping you stuck is, the problem is blank. The problem is I don't have time. The problem is I tried that and it didn't work. The problem is so-and-so told me I shouldn't do that. If we are constantly focusing on the problem, we are closing off our mind to actually finding the solution. Well, there is a solution for this phrase. Instead of saying, the problem is, I want you to say, I'm working on a solution for blank. I'm working on a solution for managing my time better. I'm working on a solution to having better communication with that person who told me I can't do it. I'm working on a solution for whatever the situation is. The moment that we realize that there is a solution, even if we're working on it, even if we're still searching for it, it puts us again in action, in motion, and tells our brain, I'm seeking the solution, so help me out, as opposed to telling the brain, the problem is this. All right, number 3 phrase you say that is keeping you stuck, and this is probably the biggest one I hear. I'm not blank enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not old enough. I'm not young enough. Whatever it is, you all have your fill in the blank of I'm not something enough. When we live into this statement, we are living into a story that simply isn't true. And the problem with that is when we live into it, it just breeds itself and keeps reminding you that you're not smart enough or good enough or old enough or young enough. So instead, I want you to change that up to be, why not me? And if you really want to be emphatic about it, why the hell not me? The important thing is to start noticing in your life that you are saying these phrases that are holding you back. Now, if you really struggle with limiting beliefs in your life, I want you to go immediately to the description and download my free guide called the Gotcha Exercise. This is my proven proprietary method that I've used for my clients for over 30 years that literally help you obliterate the limiting beliefs that are killing your life. I know that sounds very dramatic, but it's true. And if you struggle with these things, which we all do, you are not alone. Please go to the show notes or the description, depending on where you're listening to this, and download my free guide. I promise you it will allow you to get rid of those limiting beliefs that are stopping your life. All right, the 4th phrase you're saying that is stopping your life is, it's too late now. Now, when I say it's too late now, it might to you resonate as it's too late, meaning in your life to do it, meaning it's an age thing. That's not what I mean. The kind I'm talking about is when you've already made a decision and then you realize that, ooh, that might not be the right decision. I'm pretty sure it's not. And you go, well, it's too late now. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, yes, it is. I can't be walking down the aisle and at the last minute say, oh, this isn't really the person I want to marry. Yes, you can. Now, it doesn't mean that in changing your mind that it's not going to create chaos and there's going to be consequences for your choice or your new choice. But the reality is, my friend, if you constantly live in a place of it's too late now, it means you just go about making decisions and then you realize you made the wrong one, which means you probably have to spend more time making decisions than making rash decisions. So the next time you hear yourself say, too late now, I want you to actually step back for a minute and I want you to be able to articulate this. If I do not speak my truth right now, I will regret it for the rest of my life. If you have made a decision that you know is massive in your life and you have realized it is not the right one, you have got to step back and say that. You always have the power to change your mind, even if it means a lot of stuff changing in your life. Be brave, my friend. If you know you've made a mistake that was not right, be bold, be brave, and make a new choice. And finally, the fifth thing that we say is actually the tiniest little phrase that you can possibly say, and it's keeping you stuck probably more than all the rest, and that is this: no. The word no. When we say no, a hard line no, we are cutting off option for any opportunity. Now, I want to be very clear. The caveat is if it's a no because it's against your integrity and things you believe and all that, that's say no all you want. I'm talking about when you have an opportunity in front of you and your initial reaction is just no, you cut off all opportunity for the future. So instead of just cutting off the option and saying no, you can simply say, hey, just not right now. You can say, thanks for this opportunity. This sounds cool, but it's not right for me now, or it's not the right timing. Keep the door open, because if your immediate reaction is no, because of one of those things of being scared or not feeling like you're good enough for it, it's simply cutting off the opportunity, and it doesn't give you any ability to actually grow into that person who maybe isn't afraid to take on that opportunity. Okay, so I've given you 5 phrases that are keeping you stuck, but how do you really implement this into your life? It's super easy. For the next week, I want you to simply catch yourself when you are saying one of these phrases, and I want you to use the phrases that I've given you in replacement for that. Now, here's what's going to happen when you do that. Your life is going to open up like you could never imagine. Your brain is going to be clicking into gear for solutioning as opposed to resting on the problem. It's going to engage you in action. Instead of trying things, you're going to be working on things. It's going to lead you to solutions and lead you to a whole new open space of possibility in your life. Now, how do I know? Because I've watched this work in my own life. I've caught myself on these phrases, but also 30 years of coaching my clients. I have seen this transform the way they engage with people and in the world. And when you start doing this, my friend, opportunities are going to start coming your way, because believe it or not, there's already a lot of opportunities that are coming your way that because of the things you are saying, you are keeping yourself from having those opportunities manifest. All right, my friend, that's what I've got for you today. If you like this, please give me a thumbs up. That means clicking that little button below that says like. And also, I want you to leave me a comment. I'd love to hear which one of these phrases did you relate to most. And then also, if you loved this video, please click that subscribe button over there in the corner of the video so that you can be with me every week as I help you increase your confidence, build momentum, and create wildly successful results in your business and your life. Until next time, my friend, keep living your unstoppably creative life. Bye-bye.